channel. If you're starting in, thanks for watching either way. I'm going to start this episode right where I'm going to leave it off because I didn't get a good beginning of this. And I'd like to apologize in advance. I'm going to be editing this really quick in the tractor here and going on about my business. So hope I didn't mess anything up, and I hope you guys enjoy. Basically, I start off by changing the brushes in my planter, so here we go. A little bit of a difference between the old brushes and the new ones, eh? Okay, so here's where the brushes go. Right in there. Get the point. It's the old ones. They are held in by one screw. This is a very simple process here. Push that up, pop the new one in. Okay. Day 2 of planting. I'm waiting for the disc, if you can imagine. Couldn't plant the end rows, so I'm kind of guessing he's going to have some overplant, but nothing I can do about that. Overplant is better than underplant. Yeah, so anyway, he got enough seed for 32,000 population, which didn't order any extra. 32,000 isn't enough for organic as far as I'm concerned. That's what he said too when I mentioned it. I said I usually plant 36 and end up with 32 by the time I'm done with my cultivation. And he agreed with me. So, you know, why'd they only sell me enough for 32? I said, well, because, I don't know, maybe because you just called them and said, send me some seed, didn't you? But, so anyway, having some problems with the planter. First time I've planted corn with it, obviously. And, sorry I'm talking weird here. I just had what was left of my lunch and there's jalapenos on it. And that last bite is killing me. My drink's in here. I'm going to pause you. Maybe I'll be able to talk right. Okay, so there's Bob right over there. You see the cab going? He just calls me and he wants his cigarettes out of the Jeep. So walk back up here. Maybe while I'm walking I'll talk. So anyway, we had a few problems with it. Book and everything said to run the air at 1.5 pounds in the seed that he had. Just these little itty bitty things. And I think the main problem was I should have been using some small popcorn things or something, I don't know, to make it set up the way the book had it. But anyway, I got down to about 0.5 pound per acre. And that was after messing with it for a little bit. And long story short, he thinks he's going to run out of seed. So I went over, I had a bag left over, and the coons moved a 60-pound weight that was sitting on top of it and got into it. And, yeah. So I don't have any seed to give him. I was just going to give it to him. And I know what you guys are thinking. You don't plant. That would have been 2-year-old seed. But, not being organic seed, it's not bred into it to not germinate the next year. The seed that guys buy, it's bred into it to not germinate so that the seed companies make their money. But with the organic stuff, they can't do that. So I always do a germ test on it and everything, but it always comes out to be the same germination as what it says on the tag. And I usually do 100 seeds in a wet paper towel to test it. But anyway, I'm up here at the Jeep. I told you guys what's going on. I don't know how far I'm going to get. You can only go so fast with that disc, and it's only 10 feet wide. Well, 11 feet wide. You know, so I'm covering 24 feet, and I'm doing 3 miles an hour faster than he is. So I should be out rotary hoeing. I'm kind of, that's where I'm at right now. So I've seen some odd things get plowed up, but this is a new one. 5-bolt. Anybody tell me what it's for? I know I can't tell you. Right now it's for getting out of this field. It's for the fence line. He's almost got it. He's going diagonal against this so that it hopefully breaks it up better and lays it out nicer from getting plowed. So that's it. That disc is really nice, but when you're trying to finish with it, you really got to go slow. In hard ground, you can really cruise with it. It doesn't throw too much dirt out, but when you're doing soft ground and trying to get it finished, like I said, you really got to go slow with it or it'll leave ridges. And it doesn't really matter how you set it. You can't. It just throws it too far. I mean, you guys know what I mean. The front ones throw it way farther than what the back ones can even go out and grab it and pull it back in. And then, you know, if you set it to where the front isn't throwing it, then the back is set in a ridge on the inside. So it's, for just going through and ripping some stuff up, you can really haul with it. Like I said, it doesn't throw the dirt too far, but for doing this, as you see, and then Stu got us to hook his drag up to it, which is a 24-foot drag, so that looks kind of funny, but it's serving a purpose. And he was going to go behind the disc with his M, so what the hell? Doesn't bother that tractor at all. So anyway, looks like he's got maybe 2 more passes, and I get to go plant the rest of this. This is what's left of the corn, and then up over there is soybean. So just switch back over, and yeah, that's a whole nother story why I'm planting corn first. I don't want to go into it. So here we are. I'll leave you with that. One last thing, air conditioning's awesome. Put that out there. And then, after you were out messing with the planter and doing stuff, you turn this thing on, and it's like heaven. So you can see my guideline kind of disappears down through there. I didn't figure that was going to be very easy to follow, so I got out and adjusted that. Hopefully it helps. We will see. Maybe too much torque on that thing, and I might want to adjust it back so I don't mess my arm up. I hope it leaves a good mark though. Better. My GPS, great planting skills, only goes so far, you know. Don't know if you guys can see it in the sun, but it definitely helped. Okay, so remember we talked about my GPS and my great planting skills, right? Look at this. Just a few seeds left in there. Right as I was getting ready to pull up, I got the notification that that one was out. I mean, you can't cut it any closer than that. Way to go me. So now I'm switching over to soybeans. Back to soybeans. The bugs are terrible out here. I'm not exactly sure what happened to Bob. As I was pulling up here, I saw the 7060 headed out, and the disc is unhooked up here in the field. I didn't see anything wrong with the disc. My first thought was a hose came out. Maybe, you know, a hose popped out of the tractor spool in the back, and maybe he cut it, but I didn't see anything cut, so I'm guessing something's going on with the tractor that he needs something that's at the farm to fix. Otherwise he would have taken the Jeep. So I don't know, I'm just going to keep on about my business. Alright, day 3 of planting. Got about halfway done with the soybeans here, and I started getting a different flash inside of the cab there, as it should, and somehow this is what I found. So I don't know how long it had been doing it, but it was planting. Went and dug in the ground a little bit, and it seems like the population was okay, but right there at the end, it must not have been. Anyway, this is a 25 tooth. This is a 25 tooth. I'm not using this one on this sprocket. So I'm going to switch these just so that I can get going. I don't know if I didn't have it lined up, if it was user error, I hope. Gonna kind of booger with it a little bit and see what happens. So, I'll let you know. Okay, so upon further inspection, you guys can see this. Let me get lined up on it. See how that's straight down, angled with that other gear back there. Look at how much the shaft moves over. And that's where it was riding. So, pretty sure that's my problem. And then it wore this out a little bit, and there's nothing I can do about it. This shaft is actually wore down. So however a plastic gear rubs a metal shaft that bad is a little beyond me, but it did. And you see what I did was just kind of squeeze my cotter key into it to hold it, and I've got some penetrating oil that I'm going to squirt on there. But I'm going to move this over so that it's tightened up. I'm going to switch these sprockets like I said, and I hope that it will finish these 8 acres. I got other things to do. We'll see. There, it's back together. Keep your fingers crossed, everybody. Another thing, I was talking with Craig on my comments yesterday, and he said that's why all of his cab tractors are open station, because it quits working and you feel like a potato baking in an oven. Well, I really hate to report that that is me today. I'm that guy. So when I was at the store getting belts, all they had were the cheap belts, and generally you don't want to run an air conditioning compressor with a cheap belt, and I know that, but I was hoping, since all it was running was the AC compressor, that it would be okay, and I was definitely mistaken. But anyway, I just got to finish this, and that'll be getting fixed. Oh yeah, that's for sure. Okay, so I've gone down the field. I checked it 3 times, and then I checked it here at the end, turning around, and it seems to be good. The chain's riding where it should, everything's straight. So I'm going to go down to this end, and I'm going to check it one more time, and hopefully you guys don't hear any more about this. Alright, I'm done planting over there, and I'm back here at the farm. Got the planter unhooked, it's up there, and if you can see it. There. Anyway, rotary hose hooked up. I got the air conditioner working, and I'm going to go run through this land until I feel like I'm going to fall asleep. So, I want to thank everybody again for watching, and I hope you guys like this episode, and I hope to catch you on the next one.